let's make sure I've got all of my websites ready to go. That's the disadvantage of doing it this way. And what is doing it what way? Well, being very high before the stream and getting progressively higher as the stream goes, but not doing the weed on the stream so much. Reason being, off all inhalants, which sounds like a very bad way to describe weed that is not exclusively from edibles, but I think it's the most accurate. Just I'm not doing any kind of vaping, water bongs, water pipes. Oh, I'm so high already. All that stuff. I have an explanation. Brittany Collins and Maya White, well, welcome both of you. I need to blow my nose, which is weird of me, but it's going to get weirder if I don't. So I'll be right back. And oh, you know what? This is the perfect time. Let's hope I got this right. This was me 90 minutes ago. Please God, I hope 90 minutes ago me set this up right, and I'm not going to mess this up, because here's the explanation. No. Here's the explanation. Hi guys, welcome to Wheats.
I hope you guys can
it's,
hear us.
It's 1:40 p.m. here. No, not you, Siri. PST, that's where we are, Pacific Standard Time. Ooh. And I'm here to do some Buddies capsules because I'm going to be live streaming in 90 minutes or so. And I'm not going to be smoking any weed. So I just wanted to give you guys proof. Here we go. 50 milligrams of THC to start with. And maybe we'll do another capsule once we get into the stream. But here we go. Here's our Buddies capsule. Down the hatch. You guys get to watch this here on live stream as proof. Down the hatch. And I'll see you guys back here in 90 minutes. And you guys are seeing me now. Or something like that. I haven't decided how I'm going to do this. But this is going to be a video that's proof.
Did I get it all the way through that? I hope that all worked out. That was me a while ago. My producer's like, oh, people are going to not believe that you've done weed. You should make a short video that says, hey, this is me doing an edible before streaming so that you can prove it. And I thought, wow, that sounds like a lot to do, but also kind of fun. And I did it. And I hope it worked. Nasty, welcome. And Brittany, thank you for the permission. I meant to mute the mic. And it wasn't so much that I had to blow my nose. Why are we getting into the nitty gritty of these details? Probably because our friend Nasty's here. And, nominative determinism. There's just something stuck in my nose. Probably just a stray ass booger. As I'm getting older, having to pluck nose hairs. Speaking of too much information about what's up the old nostrils, I find it kind of fun to pluck nose hairs. I like the ones that you have to pull and it hurts so bad that your eyes water. That's genuinely appealing to me. Ear hair too, and I'm not even in my 50s yet. Yes, so I did a Buddies about 90 minutes ago. I haven't decided whether I'm buddiesing up again or not. But maybe. That's oh shit, that's why I'm so high. But also, I don't have my trusty, it's back there, my volcano, my mini nails being cleaned. But I'm not going to be using them. Still haven't gotten that thing up my nose. It's probably just I was gonna make some kind of cocaine joke, but I don't actually do cocaine. But I was worried that you might think that I do, because apparently cocaine is more popular than ever and more accessible than ever, but
I don't know why I'm talking about cocaine so much. Never tried it. I don't think I ever will. Coke out of a glass? What is this? Weird times here. All right, what are we doing? We're going to play some Splatoon, provided I can, muster all of the necessary button presses and hand-eye coordination that is involved, which is, at this point, you might be asking yourself legitimately if that is possible. I think so. Maya White says, LMAO, wow. I'm not sure exactly at what, but probably at me. What else is going on before Splatoon? I did not expect this Buddy's capsule to affect me this much, because I had one of these before Avatar: The Way of Water last week. Did I explain? I don't think I... Holy shit, guys. Whew. I don't think I explained why I am not doing the standard weed stuff. I had a big cough that I couldn't get rid of. I thought it was the flu. Seems to just be... I occasionally get a cough after a while, and I take a couple of weeks off of doing any combustibles, inhalants, no bongs, no pipes, no volcano bags, no mighties, no dabs, none of that stuff. So hopefully it'll clear up in a couple of weeks, and we'll go right back to it. But it's happened before, not in a couple of years, though. So I thought I would just be proactive and stick with the edibles. And as you can see, it's been a fun experience. Need to learn to put that cap on. Otherwise, these things are going flying. And I have a dog with me today, and we certainly don't want her eating any of those. Let's pull in one of these dogs. Oh wait, wrong way. There's a dog over here. Feeling very lazy today, this one. Anyways, Splatoon, yes. What else? We had some other stuff. Business. I've explained things finally. Cool. Pointing out this dog. Neat. What else? Oh, yes. Discord. Guys. I have a Discord. I post things there more often than anybody would expect. Still am not sure what we're going to ultimately do with it, but if you're interested in joining, I am going to put a little link in the chat. You're welcome to join. For example, today, some exclusive content that was on our Discord server is I 3D printed a dick butt. Here he is right here. Had a time-lapse video of it being printed exclusively for Discord folks. Oh shit. My software is mad at me. Anyways, doesn't matter. I have to actually find out how to get that link for my Discord server. 1 second. I got this. Invite people. Here we go. Grovel, welcome, my friend. How are you? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I am, the one thing I didn't think through on my little video idea is, one, that video, of course, you know, par for the course, very much in line with everything I do. It goes on a little long, but instead of explaining it every time, I thought I would explain it from me in the past. Anyways, Grovel, and anybody else who's joining us, pretty high, doing edibles, no combustibles. And thanks for being here. And you know what? Let's really make this a party. And we will do one more of these, which will put us at 100 milligrams of edibles. Which is, for me, still a lot. When I do my edible reviews, I only do 50 milligrams, so I dropped it. found it. Maybe I don't need this. But that's what we're here for. Well, looks like Nasty joined our Discord. Thanks, Nasty. Appreciate you being here or joining. So cool, man. All right. Now that we did our second capsule, putting us over 100 milligrams, now that I've talked about all of our wonderful 3D printing stuff, what else was I going to show? I still don't have that booger out. I probably shouldn't be saying that out loud. It's just very gross. 3D printing. I've been on a 3D printing binge. Once I finally got my 3D printer up and running, I'm still in that honeymoon period and chewing through filament, the material you use to print, PLA, some kind of plastic, and printing everything from dick butts that, and it's practical too. Not that I'm doing this is just a prop, but it holds your vape pen upright, which, as we all know, is the proper orientation for storing. Neat. And here's a cool one. This took, I think, all in all, like about 6 hours maybe to print the 4 pieces. A big old T-Rex skull. Super neat. Shockingly well detailed. I don't know where I'm going to keep all these tchotchkes, and I'm kind of an anti-tchotchkeite. I say having nothing, a whole bookshelf of plastic garbage there behind me, and shame on me for contributing more to the plastifying the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. As you know, at some point when this ends up in a landfill in the future and then gets out into the ocean as a bunch of microplastics, shame on me, but for at least a couple of years, real neat, this T-Rex skull. Roar. Fuck. All right, am I done bragging about my 3D printing stuff? I, of course, don't know how to do any 3D modeling. I'm not doing any CAD out there. I'm just finding files on the internet and printing those. Shame on you, dog. It smells terrible. Holy shit. See, that's why I don't let you in here while I'm streaming, is because sometimes with the doors closed and the heat's rising, girl. Oh, it smells nasty. Shame on you. Dogga. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate everybody joining the Discord. That's so kind. That'll just keep me reinforced to put more cool stuff up there on the Discord. Thank you, everybody. Feel free to post anything you want. Happy to keep it going. Anyways, that's my Discord pitch. While I am getting Splatoon set up, because I went through the effort to make this, I'm going to hit that video explaining why I'm not doing weed right now one more time. Just because I spent too much time doing it. And I'm very proud of myself. All right. So why am I not doing weed? Great question. Nobody asked. Hi, guys. Welcome to Wheats.
Please God, work.
It's
Okay, and while that is happening,
here,
I'm gonna get
no, not
Splatoon
you,
set up.
Siri. PST, that's where we are, Pacific Standard Time. And I'm here to do some Buddies capsules because I'm going to be live streaming in 90 minutes or so. And I'm not going to be smoking any weed. So I just wanted to give you guys proof. Here we go. 50 milligrams of THC to start with. And maybe we'll do another capsule once we get into the stream. But here we go. Here's our Buddies capsule. Down the hatch.
Proof.
You guys get to watch this
He did it.
here on live stream. as proof, down the hatch, and I'll see you guys back here in 90 minutes, and you guys are seeing me now, or something like that. I haven't decided how I'm going to do this, but this is going to be
okay. I'm just going to stop it there. I'm not sure how long it's going. I can't actually hear myself. I hope you guys can. That was just again, really just because I was proud of myself to be able to pull that off, but not that it's really difficult. But now, however, I'm going to play some Splatoon, and that does involve another button press. However, feeling really confident I can do this one. Here we go. All right, let me turn my volume up. Cool beans. And then let's get straight into some Splatooning. Let me know if anybody wants to join me. Happy to play with anybody out there who's interested. Let me know. I'm going to hop into the regular queue for now. And we'll go ahead and play ourselves some Splatoon. And I guess I don't have as many interruptions now with because I don't have to take breaks all the time to do Volcano and dabs and all that stuff that everybody really likes. But you should believe me that I am just as high. What was I doing? Chat. Egg, welcome Egg. Thanks for being here, Captain Fang / Egg. Hope you had a great weekend, my friend. Grovel said no 3D printing guns. Not yet, at least. I'm very curious what happened with that fear. Realized or not. I mean, it seemed like a very cogent thing to be, another thing to be mildly worried about, 3D printing firearms. But then it kind of, it went away, or at least the public's attention to it. Now it's all about them ghost guns, which, are a different menace altogether, but I don't know what the status is of the lethality of a gun that one can 3D print anymore. The worry was never so much that, the guns themselves would be super accurate and dangerous and capable of the kind of slaughter we routinely see people inflict on school children and innocent bystanders at shopping centers and malls. It wasn't that kind of worry, but it was more of a worry of oh shit, here's a firearm that anybody can make and probably sneak onto an airplane. And even if it can only shoot once, that might be all it takes. CIA, FBI, NSA, I'm sorry that I said all those things in combination there. Not planning on doing those, but if you're listening, thanks for being here. You guys should check out my stream in the future. If you like this kind of stuff. I'm playing Splatoon right now. But thank you for protecting our freedoms. Okay, we're doing a little better now. Bummer. Taken down from behind by Boba. Izzy Montez says the Breeze pills, 1,000 milligrams, 50 milligram per tab. Would you recommend? I have done those Breeze capsules, Izzy, and I can very easily recommend them. They're really good, great value, and if you see them for, if you like, of course, high dose edibles, and you don't mind the
less sort of visceral thrills of eating a big brownie or a cookie or whatever. I love tabs. Breeze are such a great value. No problem recommending them. I think there's even a review of those very tablets on the channel somewhere from years ago. B Collins 69 says, I need a dick butt made for me, please. I need a nice holder for my pen. I would be happy to send some of these out. I can't imagine it's going to cost me much to ship something like this. This little dude here. Send me, B Collins, send me your, if you feel comfortable doing this, I understand why I'm not, but I don't know how I wouldn't otherwise. But if you would like, you can just DM me your address, and I can print up a whole bunch of these little guys. I think you're not the first person. So if you don't mind, I will send you one. What is it doing? I forgot. I got kicked out of my lobby there because I wasn't paying attention. Let's hop back in. Sorry, everybody. I just searched the MakerBot Thingiverse website, a very popular repository for 3D print models, for a dick butt. And there were several to choose from. Fancy, non-fancy, flat, much like the original as this guy. But the reason this one stuck out at me is what is not sticking out of him, but should be. It's designed to hold a razor blade, but I thought it'd be a perfect size for a pen. Sure enough, it is. So he's practical in addition to adorable. Here's a bit of internet lore, trivia, history, ephemera. Well, not ephemera. The opposite of ephemera. A thing that boggled my mind when I heard it for the first time. It's like when you realize too high for that metaphor. The guy who created Dick Butt, the artist who created Dick Butt, the masterpiece. I mean, I truly think one of the internet's greatest innovations is Dick Butt. The same guy who did that is the Everything is Fine dog, too. That is the same dude. The same webcomic artist who gave us Dick Butt is the guy who gave us maybe the most useful image that anybody has constructed since the dawn of social media, which is the dog sitting there drinking coffee saying, "This is fine," as everything is burning him around him. Dick Butt guy, This is Fine dog, same dude. And I just thought that was magical. And I hope those things have brought him immense wealth and satisfaction, but I certainly didn't pay for my Dick Butt model. All right, it's time to get serious here with our Splatoonin'. And again, if anybody wants to play, let me know. Happy to make a lobby. Oh, poop, I had my hammer and everything. Although, blue team seems to be doing real nice right now. No thanks to me, although I have started to get a little better here. Well, bummer. Uh-oh. And classic come from behind. Yellow looks like they are going to have no problems taking this one after all. That's what I get for getting cocky. Izzy says, in regards to our discussion about the Breeze pills, he says, I saw your video, or she, sorry if I got that wrong, says, I saw your video, but that thing was from 2 years ago. But I wanted to see, whoa, dogs, whoa, 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 hey, what's going on here? What's this all about? Down, go. Two dogs decided to get nasty with each other there for a second, and not in the good way. The mean-sounding nasty, but not in the good way. The just barking at each other. Izzy, sorry, but I want to see if maybe recently you've tried. Local Spot has the 1,000 milligram for $74. I have not tried them more recently than that, or not at least in the past, I'd say, year and a half. I paid a lot less, down, for it, than $74. I'm not sure what that price looks like in your market for you just might be in a more expensive sort of area. But I would say, hey, no. Keep an eye out for, check Weed Maps if you live in an area with a bunch of delivery services. You can probably find them at a better price than $74. Nasty says, one day I'll see if my computer can handle this game and I'll play with you. Well, what is going on with you? All right, I have to kick, excuse me, it's good time. Come on, out. No. Go, you've been banished. Okay, sorry about that. Dogs are being weird. Let's get back to some Splatoon. My bad. Looks like we got kicked out for a second. Communication error. Nasty. I hope your computer is very, very good, because the only way you'll be able to play this one on PC, unfortunately, is through emulation, which apparently is pretty robust right now, which I hadn't realized. But I think you need, of course, a pretty decent PC to be emulating Switch games. Although, I think people can do it pretty successfully on the Steam Deck as well, which means it doesn't have to be that good of a PC. But otherwise, it is exclusive to the Switch, being a Nintendo game. I also don't know if you can play emulated games online, if Nintendo has some way of checking to make sure you have a non-ROM version of the game. I have no idea how that works, actually. Nicely done from Vacuum Guy. I thought I was going to get him with the hammer, but he got it off at the last possible second. Kudos to them. Try not to get ourselves sniped. Oh! Or splat bombed. Oh, we got 3 guys all up in there. Don't know what I was thinking I was going to accomplish, other than dying very quickly. Okay. Trizooka to the face.
by SG Arrow. People's names can be quite elaborate here. Got some revenge. Looking good. We look like we turned that one around. Later, Grovel. See you next time, man. Thanks for hanging out. Nice. All right, well, let's keep it going. Ooh, those are some good rolls right there. Man, my circle shades are especially sick. My teammates really absolutely leading the charge there. Last place in score got 10-3 on their splat to splatted ratio. I hope I get to stick with some of those guys. Before long, I want to, I saw two very different movie experiences. Really, in some ways, could not be more different than each other this weekend. And I have a lot of things to blather about on about each of them. And what are those? I finally got to go see Avatar 2, The Last Human Being Alive. In all of its high frame rate, weirdness, 3D glory. So talk about that. And then the other movie is a zero budget horror movie called Skinamarink that is sort of making waves right now. Jump! Barely got Kaiden there. Oh, that was my former teammate. That was the Alley Cat was the one who went 10-3 on our team last time. And another takedown of old Kaiden. There's a purple guy there somewhere at some point. There he is. I don't know if I'm doing any good by just chasing him in a circle. Of course not. He did get the drop on me. Ooh, now that is amazing gear. Taken out by Alley Cat. Little Shark. It's a fun tag. Taken out by a random curling bomb from Alley Cat again. I hope my yellow team homies can keep it locked down. Looking good at the moment. Not a lot of time for purple to catch back up, but tiny map. Stranger things have happened. And it is going to be close. Close, close, close. Did they do it? It looks like they might have overcome us. Yikes. And they did beat us by 3%. That map is, I do like it. I think it's a great, great, great map. But man, if you thought games of Splatoon could swing real fast before, that map, man, 3 seconds, it can go from dramatic victory to dramatic loss. Which I like it more for. Although it said didn't count as a loss because we lost a player? No, they did. They lost somebody and still ended up kicking our asses. Or not kicking our asses, it was close. Anyways, let's get back into another round here. We'll take our break, talk movies. Our next loss? Surely not 3 minutes from now. $100 milligrams of THC in. More than feeling it. But feeling really zoned into Splatoon, though. Maybe it's, without all the coughing that comes from the doing all those bags, volcano bags. Maybe it's helping with the brain power. More oxygen to the brain. I guess I'm not actually playing any better, though. Nicely done from Alley Cat there. Totally fooled me. And then took down a teammate as well in the view there. Dangerous, that Alley Cat. Blobbed by Ninja while fighting Scully. I think I said last week I was gonna start Persona 5 over the weekend, and I did. I'm maybe 6 or 7 hours in. It's my second Persona game after Persona 4 Golden, which I played way back on the Vita. The PlayStation Vita, back in, I think, 2013, exactly 1 decade ago. A whole decade ago. It certainly doesn't feel like that, but I guess I was just waiting to play it portable again, because I played Persona 4 on the Vita, the long-forgotten Vita, and now I'm playing Persona 5 on the Steam Deck, and 6-7 hours in, it's as good as everybody says it is. I don't know why that formula is so endearing to me, but it truly is. Persona, if you don't know, is a Japanese role-playing game with some really dark, weird themes, usually involving, like all Japanese role-playing games do, high schoolers. Barely got him. Oh my god, I am falling apart out here. I take back everything I said about edibles. I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't feel more connected at all.
unless we can turn it around. Nope. Edibles make you play worse. Or something. I'm gonna take a break. Maybe we'll get back to the Splatoon before the... Oh, yikes. Brutalized. Anthony, good to see you, Mr. Carpe. I know this. Carpe, whatever we used to call your, wherever Carpe was in your name before. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. And forgive me for being so high that I forgot what your old handle was. What was I going to do? Hit stop? Yes, that's what I was going to do. Too high for that for the moment. Let's switch our camera over. Carpe, buy it! That's, of course. Seize the buy it. As Jeff Bezos wants us to do. Didn't they have like the trademark on the buy it now button? Like the actual term buy it now or something? I don't know. Let me mute my screen here. And then what were we going to do? Carpe, I'm sorry, I'm super high. I had to do a bunch of edibles because I'm not doing inhalants. Now I'm just repeating myself a whole bunch. Oh boy. Almost there. I got it. Too high to play some Splatoon at the moment because I'm 100 milligrams of capsules in. What was I going to do? I saw two very different, very fun to discuss movies, and I'm going to try not to say any direct spoilers for either of these things, but please understand my state of mind is I'm pretty baked, so I may inadvertently spoil some things. So if you don't want to know anything, cover your ears, listen to somebody else. Thanks for being here. Avatar 2, finally saw it on Friday. Avatar 1 was super excited a decade ago. Found it mostly pretty disappointing, and forgot about it for a decade like everybody else. However, I was always still very cautiously optimistic for an Avatar 2 because James Cameron, I mean, he just is as good as everybody thinks he is, or up until Avatar, I thought that. So I was always still optimistic, and I meant to go see it opening weekend, but just a bunch of weird holiday stuff got in the way, so it took forever to go see it. I also, unlike many people, wanted to see it in the most technically advanced way possible, which is in a Dolby theater. From my understanding, people more or less hated the implementation, and I get a lot of the gripes, but I still on the whole would... I still think it was a positive, but I don't think that would be true for many people. And that is the high frame rate technology that Avatar 2 is filmed in. If you've watched a lot of Wheats here before, you've heard me rave about 3D tech being shot at very high frame rates. The movie that I always go back to is this Gemini Man, which was shot in 4K, 3D, 120 frames per second, and it's a movie that I will never forget. I saw it in theaters twice that way. It's a terrible, wretched, awful, just truly god-awful Will Smith movie. But that tech just, I mean, it dazzled me. And so when I heard Avatar 2 was going to be implementing at least similar tech, I got super excited. But Avatar does the weirdest, most jarring, most what were they thinking implementation of it, where James Cameron decided to use a variable frame rate throughout the movie. It isn't 120 hertz or 60 frames constantly. It switches back and forth between a cinematic 24 frames, 48. I don't know how high it goes, if it goes up to 120 or if it's just 60. I think it might just be 60. But it swaps back and forth between them, which in and of itself is, I don't think is a great choice. But what is truly baffling, I mean just like puzzling, I can't understand why they thought it was a smart way to do it. Didn't they watch it? Is that it will swap between this technology sometimes up to like 3 or 4 times in a minute, even. Just back and forth. And I think nominally it is supposed to switch when there is a lot of action on the screen or a lot of movement. It wants to do the high frame rate, whereas if it's like close up of characters' faces, tries to do a more cinematic frame rate. But that is not in a practice how it works. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me sometimes why it switches back and forth between these. It honestly felt at times it was like James Cameron forgot to film some parts of it in high frame rate. So he's just like, oh shit, I forgot to get this camera angle in high frame rate, so I'm just going to leave it in as is. I mean, it feels as arbitrary as that at times. And there is an undeniably jarring sense as you're just being pulled from different frame rates and these different, I mean, the movie feels on a like visceral, somatic, like body level, different. Like and so to have that just happen multiple times in a scene, it's not great. Overall, for me, I enjoyed it because those sequences that are the movie at its technical peak, it's still, to me, just, it feels like something new and novel and a reason to go sit down in front of a big budget movie again. And I cannot wait for more movies to implement it, but I hope that this did not sort of sour people on it, but I imagine it could. And I know at least one person who detested it and will never go see anything in high frame rate again. Okay, so outside of those technical issues, Anthony, 100 milligrams, which is double what I do for a review. I did one 90 minutes before I started streaming and then one at the beginning of the stream. So I'm sorry, I'm very high. Avatar. It's better than me trying to stream Splatoon right now. So I talked about the technical stuff. I'm still a huge 3D stan. I love 3D. I wish it wasn't dying. I wish TVs still had 3D in them, especially if we're going to get high frame rate stuff as well. I mean, I genuinely love 3D. So love the 3D aspect. All right, now that's all the technical stuff done. As for a movie, I am in the camp that Avatar 2, while it is James Cameron still his second worst movie, it is a noticeable improvement over the first one, even though it really is just kind of the first movie again. I think the storytelling has the same exact problems. It's a movie with way too many ideas and not enough willpower to follow through or interest on following through with these ideas that it throws out. But some of the ideas and some of the, I'm a sucker for biology and worlds that like, oh, let's imagine some alien creatures and then give really fascinating explanations as to like, oh, why this creature would evolve on this planet. And I think Avatar 2 has a lot more of that than the first one. If we're going to spend some time on this alien world, and we know it's filled with interesting, weird, wonderful stuff. The first one we spent such a weird, tiny slice in the trees. So the expanded scope is great. There's some really cool details about, as I was saying, the different alien designs. I don't want to give too many spoilers away. I don't know what's shown in the trailers, as I don't watch trailers, so I don't even give any basic things. I love that who the villain is. I had no idea. Again, didn't watch any trailers, didn't see any media beforehand. So I had no idea that who or what the villain was. But to me, it was great because I think it was one of the better parts of the first movie. And even though it's just sort of a rehash, it was good. It not great, but I enjoyed my 3.5 hours or whatever with my ass in a chair, smiling a lot. If I was Zoe Saldana, though, I think I'd feel a little slighted. She gets the short shaft arrow in that movie. She was such a big deal in the first one, and is really underutilized in the second, even though she is outstanding. That's Avatar 2. Pleasantly surprised. And happy to discover that. The other movie, on the opposite of the pleasant or surprise scale, not pleasant, this movie called Skinamarink. Skinamarink. Weird ass title. Bro got the Zaza voice. I'm not sure. Ann Perkins. I try to do my best Chris Traeger. I'm not sure what the Zaza voice is, but if it's like zooted, then yes. Just be quiet, dog. Nobody needs you. Skinamarink. Ultra low budget horror movie that has been sweeping this indie horror world since it premiered at some festival a while ago. A movie that I had heard some whispers about and seen some of this buzz, but ultimately didn't know too much before going in. And wish I had this time been a little bit more wise to what I was going into, because if I had, I wouldn't have seen it. One of the most boring things I've ever seen in my entire life. It is a no-budget horror movie, and I think the joke was like, oh, it cost $15,000 to make, and I was like, oh, well, where did they spend it? How did they spend $15,000 on this movie? A good 60% of the runtime of the movie is either pointed at crown molding or in like under a bed or in a closet that you just can't see into because it's too dark. But that's like 60% of the runtime of the movie. It's and too long. The movie's like nearly 2 hours. And the script, as if you could call one, probably has like less than 500 words in the whole movie. What is it about? Nominally, it is about two small children who stay alone in their house, and then the doors and windows on their house start slowly disappearing. And so boring. I saw it described as Poltergeist directed by David Lynch, and that's a pretty apt description. If you're like a Lynch kind of guy, you like your movies without a plot, and to be slow, monotonous, meandering, and largely pointless, check out Skinamarink. Otherwise, save your money. It will bore you to tears. And I have a high tolerance for a slow burn, boring ass horror movie. I have a pretty good tolerance for slow movies that build to something, but I have a very high tolerance for slow, ponderous horror movies. But this is not that. This is dog shit. It took me a long time to come up with that. Eric, good to see you. Eric, thanks for being here. I'm doing not our standard volcano bags and stuff today, doing our edible capsules. My dog is still whining. Probably going to have to kick her out. But those are my movies recommendations. No, that I saw over the past couple of days. And I kind of recommend one of the two. Let's see. What else do we have on the docket here? Joining the Discord. We've got our lovely dick butts that we print off now. All your fun stuff. Let's see. Anything else we need to go over? As I said, we'll be getting back to the combustibles, all that fun stuff in the very near future. Just got to let the coffin get through. Usually only takes a couple of weeks. And we'll be back with all kinds of fun stuff. In the meantime, I definitely did too much weed today. 2 of those capsules. Way too much. Anthony, yes. Honeymoon period with the 3D printer. Printing T-Rex skulls. Printing headphone stand. I don't need a headphone stand. Why? Because I can, and it's fun. That's why. Battery holder. How often do I actually change out my batteries? Not enough to justify printing a 3D battery holder. But you know what? It's fun, and I can. And I don't care about microplastics in my body. I mean, I do, but I don't know what to do about it. And with that, guys, I definitely did way too much weed. It's just going to go downhill from here. I promise. I so promise. And my dog is just, she's so annoying. I shouldn't have let her in here. Not the good one who's here and being very sleepy and kind, but the other one in the closet who's being loud and annoying. Let's give it up for this one. Maybe. Oh, that's why. Nope. There. All right, say goodbye, Frog. Because it's time to go. Got too high. That's all right. That's living life. Have a wonderful time, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I won't do this much. We'll all learn our lesson. Thanks for being here.